cap and you hate that, yeah. Big facts, no cap and you big facts, I'ma only tell the truth, no cap, and you hate that. I'm 100 proof, keep it real, no rat, stay strapped, double tap, let me draw a map, case you wanna test that. I'm a redneck, cracker ass country pimp. I got my seat lean back, walking with a limp. Square body in the drive, heater on my hip. Kentucky clear in my jaw, let me take a sip. Skull ring in the seat of my blue jeans. Flat top on the wall, hanging next to me. I just wanna make music, it's my therapy. But I use a hollow point, both do the surgery. You don't wanna cross me unless you want your life changed. That's your respect if you show less, I'll leave you scatterbrained. I stand up for me and mine, it's ride or die thing. Put me on Front Street, you'll probably get your veins drained. Big facts, I'ma only tell the truth, no cap, and you hate that. I'm 100 proof, keep it real, no rat, stay strapped, double tap, let me draw a map, case you wanna test that. Big facts, I'ma only tell the truth, no cap, and you hate that. I'm 100 proof, keep it real, no rat, stay strapped, double tap, let me draw a map, case you wanna test that. Gotta keep my circle cinched tight like the noose around the neck of all the haters scheming cause I'm letting loose. They may try me but they can't deny me all the things I've worked for, prayed for, climbing cause I got the juice. I'm an old dog learning new tricks in the sticks, gaining clicks, a little funk country in the mix. Born a hick, not a lick, keep it slick like my drip, dropping dimes like I play for the New York Knicks. I know I don't fit the rap god mold, trust me I've been told, honestly the story is getting old. But I got soul in my flow and my blood runs cold, you can't get me off my game, no I'm too strong. Look, I'd rather sit around the campfire than throw some hands, sip a beer with my dog, but hope you understand. My kindness ain't a weakness, I was raised in Dixieland. You be a bitch, I'll flip the switch and then I'll test your sand. Big facts, I'ma only tell the truth, no cap, and you hate that. I'm 100 proof, keep it real, no rat, stay strapped, double tap, let me draw a map, case you wanna test that. Big facts, I'ma only tell the truth, no cap, and you hate that. I'm 100 proof, keep it real, no rat, stay strapped, double tap, let me draw a map, case you wanna test that. Big facts, I'ma only tell the truth, no cap, and you hate that. I'm 100 proof, keep it real, no rat, stay strapped, double tap, let me draw a map, case you wanna test that. Big facts, I'ma only tell the truth, no cap, and you hate that. I'm 100 proof, keep it real, no rat, stay strapped, double tap, let me draw a map, case you wanna test that. Big facts.
Yes, what it is. It's Uncle Turtle coming live on the interwebs with my boy Cireece. Now let me tell you a little bit about Cireece. I know his brother Jordan, he's nuts. Hold up, I'm gonna turn my stuff down real quick. But Cireece is he's so relaxed that it stresses me out. How about that? This dude is just the epitome of smooth, the epitome of cool. He don't even know that's how cool he is. Without further ado, it's welcome my boy Cireece. What it is, brother, what it is. How we doing tonight?
What up? I'm pretty good. How you doing, man?
How y'all doing? I'm good and getting better. Dude, this week, I swear to God, this week tried to whip my ass.
Oh, yeah?
Man.
That's every day, right?
Yeah, but this week was like, I don't know. I must have pissed God off or something because this whole week's been nuts. But I'm glad we are here right now with you, my boy. It's going to be a good time. So, and if you hear me lag, like if I start talking weird, like I've got a weird delay on my headphones, and so it makes me talk funny, but I'll try to talk through it. But, so, my boy Cireece, tell us a little bit about, first off, I met Cireece through Jordan, and he started putting out music, and I was like, wait a minute, this sounds like some stuff I used to listen to back in the day, and so I was talking to you, and I just, everything you put out, every time you rapped, I was like, this dude. So I like Diggable Planets and stuff like that, like East Coast old school, just like almost jazz, hip hop kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you had that sound. you had that sound, and I was like, yeah, you need to keep going. And I think I sent you. I told you some stuff to listen to, and you told me you checked them out. But
Yeah. Still listen to him. I still listen to him too. I never heard of him before you told me.
yeah, they're dope. They're dope.
No.
Stuff like
Yeah.
DOS Effects and Diggable Planets and who else? Tribe Called Quest and yeah, that East Coast. Dun, 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 dun. But so that's what I know about you. You tell me and everybody that's going to see this a little bit more about you that we already know. Start from the beginning. Maybe not the beginning, because that would be like your conception and that would be an awkward conversation. So start like when you first had memory of music and just tell us how you grew up.
Well, I grew up in Wichita, Kansas. First of all,
Kansas.
yeah. We moved all over the place, but when it comes to music, honestly, I didn't really. My mom didn't really, allow us to listen to hip hop. Not really not allow us, but she didn't. That's not what was on the table. So I kind of.
Oh, trust me, I accidentally left my DJ Quick CD in my stepdad's CD player in the living room that nobody's supposed to go into, in that stereo. After school, but before he got home from work, I was bumping DJ Quick upstairs, and I forgot the CD in there. And one of the names on the album is Black Pussy, and he was like, "Aaron, come up here," and he goes. You want to tell me about Black Pussy? And I was like, oh, man. I don't know how you explain that, but anyway, go ahead. I understand parents not liking your style music.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. But I was listening to, like mainstream people, like Lil Wayne. I've always listened to Lil Wayne. Kind of just really just any hip hop that was new that dropped, just because I don't know, I was just listening to the music. I like the flow, I like the beats and all that. And then I don't know, it wasn't until I graduated high school really that I found out that I wanted to make music. My first song was at 10 Toes. I don't know if you remember the 10 Toes instrumental challenge. It was like like how those beats go viral and stuff, and then people and make them challenges. Well, it's like one of those challenges, and I didn't make a 10 Toes challenge till like a year or two after the challenge was over. But it was about my twins, and a long story short, that's a whole nother story of itself. But yeah, man, grew up in Wichita, Kansas. I moved to Colorado. I live in Colorado Springs right now.
Okay.
But my focus on the music scene is listening to all those mainstream artists, and I guess really some independent artists too. Just what they were saying, I realized it was affecting my life, drastically, like to a point of, these are things that I wanted to do. One specifically selling drugs, because I seen, in the music videos and stuff, there's a lot of money. So I wanted to, change people's minds and wake people up. This isn't reality. And I started to try to, touch people and talk to people directly. And I found out I can't speak to everybody directly, face to face.
One-on-one, yeah.
Right. And even if I can speak to them directly, that doesn't mean, everything has an expiration date. So, I can't waste 5 years on this one person when there's millions of people, So
give me a microphone and a platform.
Exactly. For the longest time, I wondered how can I do this, and it clicked recently. You can make music, and then I'm getting good feedback. So
yeah, man,
I'm gonna continue to do it. And I don't rap, obviously. You can look at all my music. I don't rap about, you won't ever hear me rapping about how much money I got or just stuff that doesn't matter. You know,
But
that's not.
I'll
That's
say
not the
this:
point.
you do a little bit. You say that, but my favorite bar is you flexing, and we talked about this. It's you
Yeah, yeah.
flexing, but it's in a different way than any other rapper flexes. You know what I'm saying? You're
Right.
flexing about like real, like your life. Like this is where I'm. This is
Right.
how I grew up, but this is where I made it. This is
Yeah.
where I
Yeah.
brought myself. Right,
Right. Right.
and that's a flex, and
Yep. Yep.
that's like I wish more. I mean, Broadnax flexes like that. He
He does.
flexes
Yeah.
about how he wants to be a good father and a good husband, and
Right.
and the fact that he's doing it,
Yep.
and that's a
Yep.
flex. And I think
Back.
that's what more people need to flex about. Like,
Right. Stuff that matters.
yeah, real stuff. Instead,
Right.
and I grew up listening to a lot of West Coast stuff, and I quit because I didn't relate to the lyrics. Once I got a level of maturity, I realized I couldn't relate to what they're rapping about because I'm not a banger. I'm not slinging drugs. I'm
Right.
not, you know what I mean. But
Right.
I love the
Exactly.
beat. I love the flow. I love the cadence. I love the lyrics and the poetic,
Right.
all of that
Exactly.
about it. But I couldn't relate. And then I heard country rap. I heard it Madam Calhoun and Upchurch. And I was like,
Man.
I love their stuff. I love the beat. I love the flow, I love the cadence. I love everything that I used to love about rap and hip hop.
Right. Right.
And I can relate to their lyrics.
Exactly.
And so I
Yeah.
was like, I can write about me and
Right.
do that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's when I started rapping. But
Yeah. Yeah. And then another thing, like with the relating, you can relate also, like this younger generation that can't relate to anything because they haven't experienced anything.
yeah,
When you speak about Upchurch and Adam Calhoun and Broadnax, my kids can listen to their music and not and be okay in life. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
I can trust going into the store and leaving Upchurch's music playing while my kids are in the car, and them not, try to shoot me in the head with a toy gun or something.
Yeah,
That's just
and
kids are gonna be kids, but they
they're
listen.
gonna
And,
they're gonna hear some cuss words,
right,
but
right.
they're gonna hear messages like work as hard as you can
Exactly.
to get what you want.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? And don't let anybody stop you. Don't people are gonna talk trash. You just ignore the haters and you keep going. I have absolutely zero problem with my kids hearing that message. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
Well,
And hey, there's a vibe for everything. I'm not
yeah,
knocking anybody's music. There's a vibe for everything. But when you have a platform that huge,
right.
people lose conscious of how many people are paying attention to them. And so at this point, it's not just music. There's souls that are on the line because of how much how bad people
Yeah.
take music in.
Yeah, well, at how much it shows you how much music affects people.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be different if somebody just spoke lyrics with, I mean, if just read a poem, it even moves people.
Oh yeah.
But when
Oh
you
yeah.
add it to music and a beat and they flow together, and I mean, that
Right.
hits you in the soul. Now, you can't do nothing about it but get moved. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
What up,
Right.
Raymond? What up? Wendy said, great advice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you want to be? I think of you as like well, it goes back to that same kind of style that I think you have, where those guys like Diggable Planets and that East Coast jazz feel. They didn't rap about just stupid stuff. They rapped about stuff they were dealing with, and there was a little bit of politics, but there was life in it, and there was real lessons and stuff like that. And
Exactly.
Public Enemy, I may not agree with them politically, but I jammed Public Enemy like no other.
Right.
Like, yeah, boy. I mean, Flavor Flav was insane.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah,
those old school hip hop, that's different. It's even different. I mean, even your Tupacs and your Biggies, those dudes, and even, I mean, obviously I wouldn't probably want my kids listening to their music either, but
as kids,
it's kids, but it's totally even different than even this generation.
Yeah.
Hip hop. It's like, man, there's no message at all in the song. I mean, it's just straight vibe, and I understand a vibe, but come on now. If you're going to call yourself an artist, then we need to back up the definition of an artist,
Right. Yeah. And there are some out there that have that message.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they're just hard to find because they don't, they aren't the ones getting played on Top 40 radio. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or if they are, the song that does have a good message is like a deep track. It's track number 12 on their album. You know what I mean? Because the radio stations don't want to play it, but anyway.
Right.
All right, so Cireece, I'm always gonna accidentally call you Cireece. I've been doing it ever since I've known you until I went to Jordan's house and he was like, I'd be like, yeah, Cireece, and he'd just be like, Cireece. I mean, not even skip a beat. I'd be like, I was like, what? He goes, it's Cireece. I was like, oh, okay. And then all night long, yeah, your brother's Cireece, Cireece. And so even today, like before this, I was downstairs going, Cireece. But if I call you Cireece, just be like your brother and go, it's Cireece.
Okay,
but,
I'll probably just let it go.
Does that happen a lot?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, it's happened all my life. But
it's the C. It's the C.
Yeah, well, up until recently, I got called Caesar, and after that, I'm like, yeah, that's the. Come on now.
You should have used that as your rap name, Caesar. But spell it Cireece, and people will be like, what? How is he going to spell Caesar Cireece? See, I did it again. His name is Cireece, people.
Yeah.
You can see on the screen Cireece.
Yeah.
It looks like Cireece.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we talked about, you wanting that message you want to put out there, and I mean, you do it. You do it well. I mean, you know how I feel about your music. But so what we're going to do is we're going to play the first half of, we're going to play my favorite verse from you. It's Still Be Me, and you put it out a month ago.
Yep.
Listen to the lyrics in this song. My favorite bar is where he talks about how he didn't have much, but I got a truck, and I can take my kids to get something to eat and tell them get whatever they want. Because you and I talked about this last week, where when our mom or whatever pulled up to a Wendy's, she was like, "Yeah, you got one. You don't spend a whole you."
Three things off the dollar menu.
Yeah, 3 things off the dollar menu. But when you can, that's a flex, you can pull up and be like, yo, kids.
Yeah.
Run it. Run it. Whatever you want. I can't do that with my kids. My 2 boys would be like, all right, I want 40 chicken nuggets and 3 Big Macs, and they'll eat it and be like, Mom, did you make dessert? That I can't keep up with it.
Oh man, I hear you. I ain't got there yet.
All right, so this is Cireece. How you got ads on your stuff? Are you already monetizing? What are you
Hell no.
doing? Here we go. Cireece, Still Be Me. This first verse, the hook. This whole song, I love it. I'm gonna take my headphones off so I don't have that delay while I'm listening.
I think I'm hopping in the game, ready to give it a little flame. Ice cold on the track, but I ain't in it for the fame. I'm only in it for the name. I'm ready to take off. I'm working and writing. Sometimes a bullet, you bite it. Weakness is mental and you get straight from your heart. Confusion is the author of the thing I pick apart. Don't have a push to start, but I got a truck to take my kids to the park. Take them to lunch and tell them get what they want. If it's the fourth, I'm a punt. If I got runners, I bunt. And I'ma tell you up front, I don't know how to hunt. But I got aim and I can shoot, and that for sure ain't a stunt. I'm feeling so blunt, I think I'm over the cup. Sometimes I feel like I'm stuck. If you sleeping on me, man, just know that I'm up. Even with the $1 billion, I'ma still be me. When I get $1 billion, I'ma still be free. Still be me when I pull up with the G. I can see it now, lives changing overseas. That's the victory, that's the victory. I can see it now, lives changing overseas. What I'm here to be, you can't even see. I'm about to give it to the weak. Reaching for my peak, I ain't sleeping about a week. Working overnight, I don't care, I'm about to eat. I'm too hungry, I can't sleep, I just eat on every beat. Feed me like a beast, on the mic I never cheat. The lyrics you can see, are so real I got the key. I like the victory, raise the bar up like a tree. And if you mention me, I'll probably shoot you like a flea. They hate you, tell you happy, living life like it should be. Used to be alone, now I'm with my family. Living up a dream, nah, this reality. Always meant to be, got a purpose when conceived. Call it mission at peace, I mean I'm fighting with ease. When I stay away from truth, that's when I start to get weak. So then I pick up my feet, recognize what I see. Change the motion of the smoke and then I start to decree. I'm shooting for the stars, I plan a tour of the map. Now I'm just running the pack, I'm about to pass, you know, laugh. I stay working off the clock, don't need money from rap. I saw my soul every time I pour it out on the track. Don't spend more than I stack, but we ain't talking about that. Me and Turpy on the beat, spitting nothing but facts. Right now I'm rapping in the booth like a kid with a snack. Even with the $1 billion, I'ma still be me. When I get $1 billion, I'ma still be free.
I love that. I absolutely love that. That's that whole, to me, that whole song or that whole verse right there and the hook. It's all about. It's a flex, but it's like, I don't know. It's almost like it's a maturity flex. It's I'm making my family's life better than my life was flex.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And as fathers and husbands, that's our number one job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you just make your family's life better than the way your life was when you were growing up, then you killed it. So,
man,
congrats on that one.
Yeah.
So, talk about that song. You talk about that song. I've been talking about the song because I love it, but you wrote it and performed it, so I want to hear how you feel about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know where I'm going. You know, regardless of if it's gonna be in this music or whatever it may be. I know success is gonna be there. I mean, wealth, you know what I'm saying? I envision it, and so I like to, I guess in that song I'm just letting people know, for one, in the chorus, you know, and I'm not gonna switch up, you know, right. I'm not gonna change up.
I'ma still be me.
Right. But yeah, that's the majority of what that means is I'm not gonna change up when I do make it. And not that it's about making it. And I think when I say make it, a lot of people probably hear me about this music thing, and it's not even about the music. It's not even about the money.
Right.
Just like you said, giving my kids what I didn't have, and you know, my mom provided. She definitely gave us everything we needed,
And
everything
everything she probably could.
right, because she was a single mom our entire life, uh, and
Same.
so yeah. So there's a lot that I can give my kids that I didn't have, and so when I'm to that point and they're grown and I've I'm still gonna be who I am,
Right.
because that does change a lot of people. I've seen money, I've seen some change, I've seen little money change people, I've seen little fame change people, and it's crazy how that happens, but it does, and you gotta watch yourself even because it ain't
It's
even gonna
easy.
be hard. Yeah.
Shit, give me $2 million. I might act an ass until if I ever do, you better call me and be like, bro, kind of being a douchebag right now. But
But
no,
yeah,
when
I mean,
I think you probably think the way I do, where everything at this point in my life, which I'm like twice as old as you, but everything, but you're in the same boat. I wasn't a family man till 20. I didn't get married till like 27, 28. But now I have 3 kids, and
right,
so everything that I do right now is with my wife and my kids in mind.
right,
You know what I mean?
right. Oh yeah,
And that lesson, to me, that's the most important. Whatever lesson it takes you as a man to focus on that for, like, as your purpose,
right,
that's the most important lesson in your life. Whatever that lesson is, it may be something bad. It may be just the blessing of finding a woman and falling in love, getting married. You know,
right, right.
I mean, there's a lot of lessons that lead up to it.
Oh
Some
yeah,
good, some bad. You know,
yeah.
I
I've
could
had
tell
some.
you stories of being on my knees in my bedroom because I don't. There ain't no. There's nothing else. There's
Oh
nothing
yeah,
else I can do.
right,
Nothing.
right.
And but yeah, that's.
Yeah,
I think
I know
that's why
about
I
the
like you a
lessons.
lot.
Yeah, the lessons, man. I mean, without going too deep in it, I guess I got this mentality, and I don't claim to have no, better mentality than anybody, but I guess I can explain why I have the mentality that I do have. Uh, I took I was an athlete in high school. I was telling you about it earlier.
Right.
I ran track. Um, I'm not blaming anybody for not furthering my career after high school, but I will say that, and I say it in one of my songs. Um, not having a father figure will play an effect on a child's life.
Yeah.
And me personally, I can say how it affected me was it affected my attitude and my anger.
Mm.
Not having that male in my life. So I didn't listen to males. I had a problem listening to men, and so my coaches, when they if I didn't we didn't vibe it very well. We butted heads because of my attitude, and so after I graduated high school, I took a path that most people coming out of high school don't take. It involved drugs, you know what I'm saying, the streets, all of that. I chose to take that path. I don't blame my mom. I don't blame my dad.
Yeah.
I chose to take that path, and so I think why I can have this mentality today is because of that very reason that I can realize and understand that I chose to take that path, and everything that I did that harmed me, eternally, everything that I went through, I chose to do that. And so looking back at it, I can I can say I've overcome that stuff. I don't sit here and bury myself in
Yeah.
blaming other people, and so it's just, yeah, that learning that lessons I learned some big lessons that most 18, 19-year-old, 20-year-olds
Right.
don't learn that early. And I'm
It,
glad, I'm blessed that I learned them that early, because I know a lot of people that I went to school with that are just now entering into the stuff that I was dealing with, battling when I was younger. You know, so I'm glad I dodged that, or I went through it at a young age.
And got through it quick. You
Right,
know,
right.
and I think that's maybe one of the reasons I gravitate towards you because for you're very mature for a young man, and you know you got a wife and kids, and you're doing it. There's a lot of
Yeah,
people that are your age that have wives and kids, and they ain't doing it. They ain't taking care of their family. You know what I'm saying? They,
right.
not that like my wife and I struggle
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
financially. We struggle in our relationship, but we're doing it. We're raising our kids the best we can, and trying to
Right,
make them into good, productive, decent people who are
exactly.
confident and believe in themselves.
Right. That's all
And
that matters right there.
when you were talking about, I just saw something on my computer screen. Do, do you remember Bobby Briscoe? I interviewed Bobby Briscoe on Instagram, and if somehow it got deleted, it was never put on YouTube. And he asked me about it today, and I was like, how did that not get up there? How
Oh
I can't
shit.
believe I lost that. And then I realized it's probably on my computer somewhere. But never mind. Uh, what was I saying? I hate that damn computer screen.
Oh, it happens to me all the time, man. And the more I think about it, the further it goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull something up so it'll cover my computer screen. I can't look at it anymore. Uh, no, just that maturity, and I think the maturity comes with the more lessons in life that you learn, so that you can teach your kids, hey, when this comes up, these are some things you're gonna have to deal with. This is what you're
Right.
gonna have to think about. Think about the consequences. Think about the consequences to your actions, to your choices. You know how it can
Yep.
affect the rest of your life, and you just
Right.
hope for the best and hope that they listen to you. And the more you love them, the more they listen to you. It seems like, but
Right. Yeah. And also, you know, well, more so with younger kids, I guess. You know, when
mm-hmm.
you reach when a kid reaches a certain age, obviously, their mentality is gonna stick. But
Right,
a lot of the younger kids, they listen, yeah, but they more so do what you do. So you a lot of parents, especially my parents my age, I've seen it all the time. They sit there and they try to tell their kids to do this, and I tell my kid and then they go and do something that they just told their kid not to do. And it's
right.
like these kids, us human beings, it's not just, well, it's all of us. That's how when we're first learning, we don't hear
Yeah,
what people saying, we see what they're doing.
Jordan just
So
jumped in here.
I'll snap. What up, Kansas Rebel, man?
32 minutes late. You're gonna hear about that later on. Coming in here
uh,
32 minutes late.
right, yeah.
What's this guy doing?
Who knows?
He said, Mr.
Who-
Smith. I, he's sitting in his garage, puffing on a
yeah.
blunt and sipping a brew, like old
Um,
school Beastie Boys. No, no,
yeah.
that no, that wasn't Beastie Boys. That was House of Pain. I used to listen to House of Pain, Cypress Hill, like on repeat. But yeah,
Man.
that whole smoking on a blunt and sipping the brew. Did you ever listen to House of Pain, or was that before you?
I don't think I've heard that, but I'm gonna
Oh,
have to look them up though, because I
House
really
of
like the old
Pain,
school.
Cypress Hill. They were in the middle '90s.
Okay.
That's when they got famous. But my bad, taking care of these kids. He said, you damn right."
Man.
Well,
Hey.
this is a perfect segue into let's talk about where you and I are actually gonna get to meet face to face.
Yeah, man. That's right.
Tailgates and tall
Yeah,
boys.
that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's for sure.
we're going to tailgates and tall. I'm going to tailgates and tall boys. Cireece is going. Kansas Rebel Man's going. And it's going to be nuts.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can't wait, man.
I had to
I'm
work.
I'm so
Text me.
I heard Chase Matthews is
Yeah.
opening up, or he's replacing Upchurch. Heck
One of up churches.
man, I'm excited for that one. I was kind of bummed out because of church, but once they did that, I think that kind of leveled it back out. I'm just excited to see how, see that dude. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy seeing somebody go from nothing to something overnight.
Yeah, yeah. I
Not that he wasn't putting work in, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. And isn't he from Cheatham?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's from the. I don't know. I think he is.
I know he's from somewhere around there. But
Yes.
yeah, I'm excited about seeing him. I'm a little I'm not gonna lie, and I'm probably one in a million about being disappointed about not getting to see Up Church. I was gonna go from not seeing him ever to seeing him 3 nights in a row,
Yeah.
And then I was like,
Yeah.
dang. But
Oh, believe me, I'm upset about it too, man.
yeah, but I can't. That first night, that Thursday night, is gonna be ridiculous
It is
for me. That's
It
gonna
is.
be. Leroy, Adam Calhoun, Jelly Roll, Tech Nine.
Man,
Uh,
it's
who else is playing?
I think Carly Rogers is she the fourth night
No, I think she's on the second night.
or the second night? Yeah, there's only 3 nights.
But then DJ Cliffy D, he's gonna do
Yeah.
that. He's gonna DJ for the late night thing and do. Was it DJ versus drums?
Yep.
So that'll
Yeah,
be
I'm
cool.
excited. I'm excited about Leroy opening it up too, man. He's gonna set the tone that night.
Leroy's nuts. And see, it's awesome that I get. We're talking about going to see somebody in concert that I interviewed. I love that. You know what I'm
Right?
saying?
I hear you, man.
But no, that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I just hope it's not like 100 degrees and 100% humidity.
Right.
I'm gonna have a heat stroke. Somebody's gonna have to get. You better find a good-looking woman to give me mouth to mouth. Because if one of you two do it, when I wake up, I'm gonna say thanks for saving my life, and then I'm gonna whip your ass.
Now it'd be too many people there for that, man.
And I ain't bringing in an iPad. That's all I know. I ain't bringing in an iPad. If I see Jordan pick up my phone, I'm gonna be like, "Boy, you better put that down."
Oh man.
So, who are you most excited about seeing at Tailgates and Tall Boys?
Now that Church ain't gonna be there, probably Jelly.
Yeah,
I ain't never seen Jelly Roll in concert.
yeah. He that's gonna be awesome. That dude is blowing up right now. You know he sold out the Grand Ole Opry. That's crazy.
Really? I
Yeah.
did not know that. Man. Yeah, he's definitely blowing up. I mean, he's always.
I mean, he's
blowing
always
up.
been big, but now he leveled up. I
Yeah, he
mean,
did. He definitely did. I'm waiting for Jelly Roll to drop a label.
that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting.
All right.
You know, I could see Struggle dropping a label pretty quick with his daughter and all that. Oh yeah, Jordan said that concert's going to be legendary. Oh,
Oh yeah.
it's going to be. I tried to convince my wife to let me bring my oldest son, but it's funny. We were talking about it, and she's like, "I don't know if I like this. There's going to be all these drunk women pushing up on you." I was like, "Well, then," I said, "let my son go then. Let Gus go, and he can
Right.
kind of be the chaperone if you're all worried about it." She goes, "No, because then all them drunk girls going to be pushing up on him." But because he's an. I gotta brag about him. He's 6'2", 6'1", blonde hair, blue eyes, like straight A student. His whole life. He's going to be an Eagle Scout. He's going to school at K-State probably to be an engineer. And he's a good looking dude. And I taught him how to be a pimp. So, like, she's like, he ain't going to that concert, spending the night 3 days with all them drunk women.
Oh man. Hey,
I don't even know if I can still buy VIP tickets.
I think the VIP
The gold ones.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't checked it in a while, man.
I just got my copy of my ticket the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm gonna check it out, see if I still can't get him to go. Mostly because I don't want to have to drive. However, it's going to take like 12 hours, something, 9 hours or something to get there.
Oh man, I know. I don't like driving.
And you got to come from Colorado Springs.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up flying into like Springfield, Illinois.
Oh, okay.
Then maybe getting a rental car, having Jordan and somebody come pick me up from there.
Right. Well, I think
Springfield's only 30 minutes from Taylorville.
I think I'm going to drive Tuesday after work. What I'm thinking now is I'm going to drive all the way to Springfield, get a hotel that night, and then meet Jordan that Wednesday morning for early check-in, for campers.
Oh, well, shoot, if you're going to Springfield, I'll just ride there with you.
Hey, man. But how are you going to get to Quinter? Are you going to drive? You can drive to Quinter. It's like 4 hours.
No, I'll meet you in Springfield.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But are you going to, your family's not going, so you're camping?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably, I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they're either going to be with my mom or her mom, my old lady's mom.
Where do they live?
They're back in Kansas.
Okay. Gotcha. We can talk about it. Jordan wants me to come to Wichita and spend the night Tuesday and then go with them Wednesday morning. But I'm I already know this dude. He's going to be if I spend the night, he's going to be like, Turtle, it's 5 a.m. What are you doing in bed? I'm like, man, come on. I've been up since 3:30. Cut me some slack. And then he'll want to get up, or take a 30-minute nap, and we're leaving. I'm like, damn. I guarantee you that's the way it's going to be. I don't know. I don't know if I can keep up with Jordan. He said, "You're damn right."
I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't keep up with him.
Hey, y'all see me walking to my tent? Y'all just leave me alone, cause I'm gonna be an old man napping. Leave me alone.
Mm-hmm. I might be in there. I might be in my tent napping too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nah, I gotta talk to people, man, and get my music out there.
Oh yeah, I bought a bunch of stickers, Uncle Turtle stickers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hand those out. I'm thinking about carrying around a Bluetooth speaker, and so like when we're just walking around chilling and we meet people and we can tell them we're artists and be like, hey, you want to check our shit out right now? Hold up, bloop, 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 bloop. There it is. You know what I mean?
Just that easy. Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason I'm going. You know what I mean? Because
exactly.
Yeah. Now trust me. I can't wait to see all those guys in concert. I've seen Calhoun in concert before, in Salina, but and that's honestly that night is when all of this started. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, and I'll tell you that. I'll tell you the story when we're down there. I think I've probably said it on interviews a million times, so I don't want to bring it up again, but. But yeah, man, that night, the day before that concert's when I made my Uncle Turtle YouTube channel. Had no idea what I was going to do with it. I just knew I
Man.
wanted to be part of that game, you know.
Right.
And
Right. Yeah.
so I got my
Man, I
first
didn't. I
12
didn't know.
followers. I got my first 12 followers in that parking lot before the show. Just
Dang.
walking around talking to people. It's like
Imagine that.
I don't know what's gonna be on it, but it's me. If you want to follow it, you know what I mean.
Right.
And
I
now I
mean,
think I have like I have 12 or 13 songs and
mm,
20,
man.
close to 20 interviews. And
Oh yeah.
so
You've been rocking ever since.
I should have more on there. I don't grind as hard as I should, but it's hard, you know. I work 50 hours a week and got
Right.
family.
Yeah.
So, but I'm
That's it.
making plans. I'm making plans.
Yeah. That's the hard thing about this. Even doing this music, man, it is. I can't. I'm dedicating everything, within me to the music, but I can't dedicate my whole time yet, and
Hmm.
that's what I can't wait to get in that position. If that position's for me, I can't wait to get in that position to where I can just dedicate all my time into music. Because
Yeah,
if I could do that right now, man,
full time. Yeah,
it'd be crazy.
yeah, absolutely.
But that's what signing a deal is. That's what signing to these record labels does. It allows people to, yeah, you signed for $500,000. Now you don't have to work. Now you can just make music.
Hmm.
But that's the advantage that a record signing to a record label.
Yeah,
That's the advantage.
yeah.
But
It's hard when you going into it and you know you got to sacrifice. But
right,
then when you start having to sacrifice time with your family, that's the part that I struggle with because I don't like that. But
right,
it
exactly.
some of it you just can't avoid, and it's good to have you know a spouse who understands that, and as long as you don't go too crazy with it. But
Right. Hey, I've had my kids in the studio before, my old lady and my kids. I've had them in the studio, but the only thing about it is when the studio, when it gets, when there's a lot of people there, it turns into an environment that I don't want my kids around. So I can't always bring them to the studio, but I love to have my kids in the studio. They
yeah,
love the music. Man, my kids probably know my songs probably better than anybody does. It's
yeah.
crazy.
So you have a studio there in Colorado Springs you go to?
I drive to Denver about an
Oh,
hour
okay.
hour away. Yeah. There was a studio here in Colorado Springs I was going to, uh, but it's just weird, man. Like, uh, I like the dudes mixing and mastering and stuff. Nothing was wrong, but the vibe was just off in there. I felt like, and this may just be an insecurity in the music industry, but I just felt like he wasn't vibing with my music, so he wasn't giving it 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
And this new studio that I'm going to in Denver is kind of more free. They the vibe's just a lot better. I
Hmm.
don't know. That's just the best way to explain it.
Yeah. Oh, I get that. Like,
Mm,
especially when you're recording, vibe is huge. Because
right,
if you can't
right.
lay down on a track and have that feeling, you know,
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
just the right vibe makes the record sound so much better when you're recording it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Definitely.
So I don't know who I'm the most excited to see at Tailgates and Tall Boys. I'm excited about seeing Calhoun. I'm excited about seeing Leroy Biggs, Jelly Roll. I'm excited about seeing Tech Nine.
Man,
Uh,
I ain't seen Tech Nine in concert in years.
I'm excited. I want to hear Carly Rogers. I
Hmm.
really like her stuff. A lot of the Earl Dibbles Jr. I want to hear him.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh, X Fire, dude. Hey, I like that X Fire. His music's pretty good, man. It just it targets a specific crowd, but
I haven't heard.
X Fire.
I literally haven't heard anybody else that's playing.
Yeah, X Fire is that he's an opener. So you know who X Fire is, don't you?
No, I have no clue.
Oh, that's Chad. the Blue Booking Upchurch's booking agent,
Right.
Chad Blue Moon. That's his son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has a feature. His new song, his recent song is a feature with what is his name? Something Cyrus. It's Miley Cyrus's brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but he'll be opening to the. I think that's the first night. I think I'm not sure, but he got some pretty good music though.
I've checked him out before. I'm gonna look up everybody before just so I know what I'm gonna hear.
Right?
And
Yeah, yeah,
find out because there's some people I'm gonna definitely want to watch the show, and then there's some people I'm probably gonna I'm gonna walk around and hand stuff out and meet people, you know,
right.
try to
Man, I just can't wait.
try to sneak backstage, that kind of thing.
Yeah, let me talk to Leroy.
Yeah, I'll be like,
Man,
tell Leroy
Jelly-
Uncle Turtle's here, and they'll tell him. He'll be like, all right, that's good. Just leave him out there.
Nah, man, Jelly Roll though, man. I can already see, bro. All his songs are just so powerful, man. I can
Yeah.
only imagine what a concert would be like, man.
Like in person. Yeah, that dude. I like Chili Roll a lot. All of his songs are just there's stories about real life stuff and
Right.
emotion and pain and all the stuff that everybody deals with but nobody wants to talk about.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's real. But
that's a huge inspiration too. I mean, so when it comes to the independent,
yeah,
it's
Brian
independent.
Abercrombie, tell everybody hit that like button. Come out.
Yeah, buddy. But yeah, so when it comes to like the independency in this music stuff, a huge inspiration is obviously church, because I just seeing seeing that attitude that he carries is the proof that he's really independent. But the Jelly Roll, man, that therapeutic music,
Yeah.
that's what I like. I guess I'm headed towards too.
Right.
Because that I love that type of stuff because I don't know, music's powerful and
Yeah.
it's what it does to me. I
That's
use
what
for,
it affects. That kind of music to me affects people the most, but it also affects people in a positive way.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
Because you hear those guys, like Jelly talks about it a lot on Instagram, where somebody will send a message, hey, such and such song saved my life, that kind of thing. It's pretty amazing what those guys can do, just like what you were saying, give me a mic and a platform, because I've
Right.
got something to say, and I think people need to hear it, and I think that it'll help them,
Exactly.
So what's the future of Cireece look like?
So
What are you working on? First, let's Cireece and I, we decided we're going to do a song together. So that is one thing Cireece has coming up. But anyway, other than what you and I are going to do, what other music you got set up and lined up to put out?
sorry, I gotta plug my phone in.
No worries.
All right. All right. What was the question, man?
No, what kind of music you got lined up? Like, I know you were in the studio today, and you always
Yeah.
seem to be working.
Yeah, yeah. I try to when I'm every day I'm off work. Every day I'm off at 9 to 5. I try to get in that studio, but I got a couple of features really today. I was working on some features. So I got Tater Gang should be coming. I got on a song with Tater. I
Nice.
gave him a feature, and then hopefully here soon Well, I got it recorded. Sean Paris told me to email him. So I got my verse in I did the hook on it too. I got that recorded and I sent that over to him today. So
Now, is he going to rap on it? Or is he going to sing on it?
that's a good question. I asked him how he thinks about it, and so we'll see. I think he wants to rap on it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Right.
But I like Sean. You just talked. Well, I got to interview Sean. That was a good one. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I reached out to Tater Gang today to set up an interview, and he's like, I work every Friday and Saturday, so I got to figure something out. There's several artists I've been talking to, and they're like, I can't do it on Friday and Saturdays, but I'd love to. And I'm like, well, I get up at 3:30 in the morning every other day, so I'm gonna have to start sacrificing some sleep
Yeah.
to do these shows. But
do a special Monday night show or something.
I'd like to get to the point where I'd like to do a show every night, but I say that, and then if it ever started happening, I'd be like, damn, that's too much.
Right. Right.
But yeah.
So yeah, I'm working on. I'm gonna be honest with you. I right now I'm trying to get into this making music videos because I really want to get my YouTube channel popping, and I think that's what I need to do is make YouTube video or music videos. And so right now that's really what I'm aiming towards is to start dropping some music videos.
Yeah. That's one thing that I haven't done that it's been on my goal list. And because I have way more followers on Instagram than I do on YouTube, and I think, like you said, I think that's part of it. But
yeah, definitely,
all that costs money.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I mean, I've only hit up one dude, and that was Drake McGuire, and I mean, you can probably only imagine how much that is, but
yeah.
So it's like that. I mean, yeah, eventually. So I think he said 1,500. And that wasn't including like if he had to come here,
right?
Which that's not. He's not hustling anybody or nothing,
right.
But it's just right now,
Yeah, yeah. It's not that he's overcharging. It's just that's how much it costs, and you got to be able to pay it to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, he's got millions of views, so I mean that's that's where that extra $1,000 probably comes in.
Yeah. But well, it's almost 9:00. I wanted to tell I'm extremely happy that this worked out. I like talking to you. We talked, the other day on the phone, and it was just natural, and we kicked it, and that's the kind of stuff that I like, and I can't wait to meet you face to face in Taylorville, Illinois.
Yes,
have a good night, Brian. We'll see you, bro. But yeah, that's going to be a party. I can't wait. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be enough of a party where I'm like, I'm not 100% scared, but I'm a little bit scared. You know what I mean? Like, because if I let the old turtle out, whoo, I might not make it back.
Oh man!
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So plug all your social media, plug everything. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Mr. Smith, Mr. Cireece Smith. That's my name on Instagram and YouTube. I really don't have anything else. Just Instagram and YouTube. You find all my music on YouTube. Obviously, I got some music on Apple Music and all that. I'm in the search of a distribution company that won't bullcrap. But Mr. Cireece Smith.
You don't like DistroKid?
I do, but it's like every time I post something, there's always an issue with it. Maybe it could be me because a lot of people have referred me to DistroKid.
Yeah, the biggest thing that I find with them is your album or the graphic has to be
Right.
specific
Yeah.
to
That's what it is.
to their size and
I just don't know how to
pixels.
edit all that and to
Yeah.
make it to their size, you know?
Yeah. I can help you with that. Just send me the graphics and I'll change the size and stuff and send it back. It's not hard to
Okay.
do once you know. I'll just show you how to do it sometime. It won't
For
take
sure.
5 minutes. But yeah.
Definitely.
And then you gotta, if there's a feature, you gotta type that in a certain way, and I don't know. That's all legal stuff that I don't understand. But anyway, it is what it is, I guess. But
Yes, sir.
brother, I can't wait to meet you, and thanks for jumping on here. You guys go check out Cireece. If you like hip hop, if you like just smooth lyric presentation that means something, this is your boy. This is your boy right here, Cireece. You need to go check him out. I can't, like I said, I can't wait to meet you, and we'll be talking a lot before then, because we're gonna have to set some ground rules. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
if
yeah,
y'all
definitely.
see me start doing this shit, then you need to just put me in bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the oldest one out there. Look, and I'm telling all you young bucks to be my babysitter.
Right.
We both we're both gonna have to babysit Jordan.
Oh, definitely.
Jordan gets out of hand. I'm gonna be like, hey, no, Cireece and I are brothers. We don't know who that guy is. We don't know that guy. That guy in the cop car, the guy in the back seat of that cop car, we don't know him. He'll be like he'll be in the back of the cop car like this. You know. Somebody go get Leroy. Tell him I'm in the cop car. Oh Lord, I don't even know what to think about that weekend. I'm just gonna get so much content from that weekend. That's gonna be crazy,
Oh, it's gonna be
so
awesome.
crazy. But all right, man. Well, I'm gonna get off here with you. Thank you again for being on here, and
Oh yeah, for
I'll,
having me, man.
I'll I'll be talking to you soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. You have a good night.
Yes, sir. We'll see you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was my boy, my main man, Cireece. He I love his stuff. I love his music. If you guys haven't listened to him, go listen to him, because if you like hip hop, you will see the potential in this young man. That's all I'm saying. So, ladies and gentlemen, as always, thanks for jumping on or watching, and like it, share it, subscribe, all that stuff. Help brother out. And I will see you next time